What's up, A1 Trading Squad? So you already know what's happening today. We're going to be doing a breakdown of the indices, US30, NAS100, SP500. Things are getting crazy this week. This is going to be an overall choppy week in general because if y'all didn't know, we have our guy Jerome Powell, the money printer. Well, sometimes the money printer, you know, I'm kidding. Well, sometimes it can be very bearish when he speaks as well. But anyway, Jerome Powell is going to be speaking this week. We have a Fed meeting coming up on Wednesday that's going to be focusing on inflation rates and where they are headed, if they're going to stay the same, if they're going to hike it back up. How are the mortgage rates going to come into play with this as well? Are they going to still be low? Are they going to hike back up? Etc. There's many things that are going to be discussed at the Fed meeting, as there always is, but this gives us a general outlook on the economic markets of the US. So it's going to be really interesting, and it's definitely going to be something that you want to focus on because it will for sure affect your trading, at least with USD pairs. All right, so let's get over to the charts. Let's break all this down. Let's see how we can try our best to make money in this crazy market environment. So with that being said, I am on US30 right now, and as you all can see, I have a resistance trend line going through here alongside with a support trend line going through here. But overall, it's very choppy, as I said. Now, this zone that we're in right now, just in my opinion, I wouldn't really trade it until we get to see the break. As you can see down here, we had some heavy volume going on right here, and this is the 30-minute chart. Let's look at the day so we can just have like a general outlook on things. And of course, you know how it always like stretches it out. But all right, so as you can see, we got some big candles happening right there, right? So this zone is really where we're at right now, right? Let's draw a horizontal line here, okay? We're in here to here, right? We're in the zone of 33726 and 34139. That is the general zone that we are consolidating within, and it's been bouncing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. No movements really have been happening within here, okay? This is what we like to call a horizontal channel because nothing is really happening. It's just going up, down, up, down, up, down. But within these zones, right? So we're getting some strong bounces and then it's coming back down. So in my opinion, in order to trade this, okay, let's think about this. We are having this constant moving that's happening from 34139 or around that mark all the way down to 33726 or around that mark. Okay, so a general setup that you can look out for, and of course, I don't really like trading these like channels because it's very like, you know, it's just consolidating. There's no real great like price action that's happening here, right? So in my opinion, what you want to be on the lookout for, potentially for a trade, is you want this to come down here, right? And then let's try to get some bounce off that level so it can come back around here. And pretty much we're looking for like a bearish break and retest in my view, because in my opinion, like we don't really see any candlestick patterns from what I can see at least. So I would just be looking for a very simple like bearish, like, okay, can we get that bounce on 33726 again? And you can kind of, you know, you can kind of continue to trade in that way until you have a breakout. But however, be very careful because it's very tough to trade in channels like this. Generally, what I would be looking for, like, it's not only about what I just said, like looking for this bounce on the support level, but I'm also going to be looking for like that breakout, right? When is the breakout going to happen? Is it going to be bearish? Is it going to be bullish? That's what I'm looking for. Because if we break away of the zone of 34139, then the only thing in sight is really, you know, new levels. Once again, you know, well, I think the highest level right here is 34269. But still, in my opinion, if we can break above that 34139, it's kind of like, you know, it's not like a home run because we don't know. We could just face, you know, other resistance along the way, which is absolutely true because we know people are going to take profits. However, there is room for it to go up more, because obviously it's been breaking records this year. There's been like often like episodes that I've been on here with my updates saying like, wow, are we going to continue to break record after record after record? When are we going to slow down, right? I was saying that on many episodes, and as you can see already on the day chart, already going into March, crazy. This is where we change right here. Really had some strong volume right here on March 5th of this year, and look at it. It just left. It said see ya, and now we're kind of reaching this stage of consolidation, because again, I believe it's because Jerome Powell has to speak, and there's kind of like this indecisive factor about the market. It doesn't know whether it should be up or down, up or down. So in my view, that's what's happening right now. That's how we can play it. Generally, in my opinion, if you're new to trading and you're watching this, I wouldn't really want to get involved, right? I only want to get involved when I have in my opinion, a trend, because I'm a trend trader as well. That's what I look for. What is the trend right now? Well, it was an uptrend, right? When we look at this, it was an uptrend for sure. But now it's kind of like, is it now going to turn into a bearish trend? I don't know. So I guess we'll know more tomorrow and days to come after that, all right? So let's switch over to the S&P. And the S&P is kind of in those, well, actually it broke out of a zone that I had, resistance and support levels on. But still, really, it's still in this zone just like US30, as you can see. But of course, the positioning of it's differently. So I would say this zone is 4195.9, and it's between 4140.9. So generally, price is bouncing within these two price points. So again, it's kind of the same thing. Obviously, like, we're high up right now because just like I said about US30, past episodes about my analysis has been about, oh, we're breaking records. When are we going to slow down, right? So it's the same thing. Pretty much like my words are describing what's happening right now in the markets. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So as you can see, very high up right here. So I'm going to be looking for that same thing. Can I get a bounce on this level here of 4140.9? And then can we bounce back up? Okay. Generally that's how you can play these. This is how you can play the market in these indices through this horizontal channel, because there is no defiant price action. There is no trend per se. It's the same as US30, like I said. Obviously, we've been in a very strong uptrend, since like the pandemic has became like in the rear view mirror, correct? But now it's kind of like, now we're getting that consolidation and a possible reversal could be on its way. But I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know right now. It's very up in the air. So we'll see again how the meeting goes with the Feds and when Jerome Powell speaks. How our interest rates going to be affected from here on out. And I think it's going to stay the same, honestly, especially like if we're talking about like mortgage rates. But we don't know how inflation rates are going, to be after Jerome Powell speaks. And that's the fear of many investors. It's been the fear for the entire year. It's been about like, are the inflation rates going to go up? Oh my goodness, what's going to happen when it's going to go up? My Chipotle burrito is going to be $15 instead of $10. It's just going to be more expensive in all aspects of life. And that scares investors, and that's what causes sell-offs and a possible reversal. So again, we'll have to see about that. But anyway, that's my setup for the S&P. Looking at these two ranges, I'm going to look for a bounce right here to the support level, and for it to go back to this resistance level, and possibly I'm going to be looking here. I would say if we have a strong break of the support, let's say we're on the day, right? If you're swinging, if we get a strong break of support, I would not get in on that first candle that breaks it. I would get in on the second candle that breaks it, because that is, in my opinion, the clarification, and it's signifying that a reversal is strong. A reversal may be happening here. Day trade wise, I would just wait patiently, even if it doesn't happen today. It's kind of that same thing, right? It's just like, okay, I got to be patient. I'm going to wait for price to come down here, or for price to break above here and then get involved, because right now it's risky to get involved right now, in my opinion. So That's my opinion on the S&P. All right, so let's move over to NAS. NAS, okay, so let's see here. So let's draw the horizontal line right here. This price has touched this support level many times. 13,752 for anyone that wants to make their chart similar to mine. And then we have this level right here of 14,055. So price is consolidating within this range, following suit to the S&P and to US30. As I said, just the price points are different from what I'm saying, obviously, because they're not the same indexes. So it's kind of that same thing, right? I want to bounce on this level right here. I want to see if I can get a bounce right here. And then I want to ride that wave back up here. If I can, if it happens, that's how I would want to get involved. Other than that, I would be waiting for the break of 14,055.2, waiting for that break to possibly get involved, or it could be the break of the level of 13,752. That's kind of what I'm going to be looking out for. So, yeah, let me know if y'all have any questions in the comments down below. And of course, I hope you all love this analysis. Of course, I'll be following up with you all like next week, hopefully about after the Fed meeting and after interest rates are talked about and how inflation is going to come into play, because that's going to affect us heavily. And now it's kind of like, well, now the pandemic is kind of, you know, well, in my opinion, like for us in the United States, it's been one of those things where, you know, we haven't been on lockdown, so we haven't been taking it as serious as other countries, right? However, our economics have not returned to obviously like pre-pandemic levels. So I'm curious if, you know, the pandemic still being a part of why the market is not back to normal and why our economy is not back to normal. I'm just curious, will this still affect the market? Because it has been obviously for a year and some change now. It's still like in the back of people's minds, alongside, I would say, alongside with more so inflation. So anyway, once again, I hope you all like this analysis. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the A1 Trading Team if you're new around here. If you trade Forex, if you like stocks, we're going to have plenty of more content coming soon for you all. So I hope you're absolutely enjoying it, and it's so insightful. I hope you learned something. And if you agree with my analysis, let me know in the comments, or if you disagree, let me know as well so we can have a discussion there. Other than that, y'all, that's all I have for you, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in the next video. All right, have a great day when you're watching this, and I hope y'all's trading week is going well. All right, peace.